everyone, this is Stephanie Manley with Copycat.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make Boston Market creamed spinach. It's really easy to do and has just a few ingredients. Let me show you what you're going to need. You're going to need a couple tablespoons of chopped onion. I like to use a white onion because I think they're a little bit more milder and sweeter. We're also going to use a roux, so we're going to need butter, flour, and a little bit of milk. We're going to use a little bit of sour cream for some richness. And finally comes in our spinach. As you can see, we don't have very many ingredients in here at all. You don't even need to leave home to make this. So watch while I make the Boston Market cream spinach. So the first thing we need to do is we need to go ahead and take a little bit of our butter and put it in our pan and let that melt. And then we're gonna saute our 2 tablespoons of onions till they're nice and translucent. And then we'll go ahead and start making our roux. Be sure to cook the onions until they're nice and translucent. That'll take about 60 to 90 seconds over a medium heat. So our onions are nice and fragrant now, so that's another way you know they're fully cooked. I went ahead and added a couple of tablespoons more of butter to make our roux. We're gonna let that melt and we're gonna go ahead and add in our flour. So we're gonna stir this together. And when it gets all nice and melted, we're gonna cook it for about another minute or so that the flour cooks fully and it doesn't leave you with a raw flavor. So we'll come back in just about a minute. Okay, so our mixture has cooked for just about a minute, so it's just perfect right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and add in some of my milk. We're gonna add in about a cup or so of milk. We're gonna stir this until it gets nice and thick, and then we're gonna add in a little bit more milk. Now while this is going on, you may need to turn up your heat just a little bit. Sometimes I find if I turn up my heat, it'll thicken up just a little bit more quickly. Don't turn it on high. Medium high is plenty hot. Just stir all the lumps out. And when it becomes nice and smooth, go ahead and add in the remaining amount of your milk. Okay, so while the roux is making, go ahead and add some salt and pepper. This will flavor up your sauce quite nicely. Now I'll add the remaining amount of milk. All right, so when your sauce comes together nice and thick, we're gonna go ahead and add in our spinach. I'm just using frozen spinach here. It's already nice and clean for you, so we're gonna put that in. We're gonna stir it in and then we'll add in our sour cream. We'll let it heat through and we'll be ready to serve this one up. So we've just made the Boston Market cream spinach. I hope you give this recipe a try. Be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can see what's cooking next. And drop me a comment down below of what recipe you'd like to see. Thanks for watching.